Hi, welcome back. My name's Peter. This is JC4PM, and today I'm going to show you, split over a few parts because it's a long one otherwise, which I did do it in one part but it wouldn't let me. So here you go, the interview with Giles Brandreth and Jeremy Corbyn. Today's interview, and it's on the Rosebud podcast. So please go and take a look, go subscribe to him. He's lots. Go and have a look at his video catalogue. There are so many good interviews, very interesting topics with people from all walks of life. So yeah, go get yourself into a lot of those. And subscribe and press the notify bell button as well, so that you know every single time where he's going live again. Obviously you can interact in the chat at some stage as well. So here we go. I'm going to flip over to the other recording that I did. Again, split it into a few parts, but thank you for being here. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Thank you. Hello, good morning. My name is Peter. Let's see what we can see today. So I typed in Jeremy Corbyn into YouTube, and the first thing that came up was an interview today on the Rosebud podcast. The title of it is called Jeremy Corbyn Losing 2019. Oh, Jeremy Corbyn, as in the chant, song, and a lifetime of activism. So I think this could be quite interesting. It might be a long one. It's over an hour already. That's without me doing anything. So let's see what old Jez has got to say today. Let's go.
Hello, I'm Giles Brandreth, and this is the Rosebud podcast, where we have a very special edition for May Day, with a guest who really does believe in May Day. He is a Member of Parliament. His name is Jeremy Corbyn, former leader of the Labour Party, former leader of the opposition in the United Kingdom, now an independent MP and the leader of your party. Jeremy Corbyn, MP, on May Day. This is May Day. I'm Giles Brandreth, and with me is Jeremy Corbyn. And I wanted, Jeremy, to have you as a guest today because May Day probably is an important day to you. And I feel when I was being brought up, May Day was a major international day.
It was then everywhere except Britain.
Oh.
Because it was always a workers' day holiday in most parts of the world, not everywhere. And then we always celebrated May Day with May Day marches and so on. There used to be the most severe arguments within the London Labour movement, as I say to its widest sense, about whether the march should be on May the 1st or the first convenient weekend after May the 1st. Big debate.
But what is the origin of May Day? Does it go back
the origin
to
of May Day is, I think, like most of our national holidays and national events, it's a mixture of things.
So it's going to be a long one.
I think at one level it's a celebration of spring, a celebration of rebirth, of coming of things.
As in dancing around the maypole.
That's right, the maypole dancing and the Helston floral dance and all those sort of things. It's partly that. And it was also first celebrated, I think I'm right in saying, in Chicago in the late 19th century, or latter part of the 19th century, as a workers' day. And it then developed as a global workers' day. But I find May Day marches, at one level you say, well, what's it for? The other level, it is a way of people coming together.
Very pretty room he's got, isn't it?
A sense of unity and a sense of solidarity. And I've been on a lot of May Day marches. The most poignant one I went on, which I didn't realise it at the time, was 1969. I was in Chile. I was a very young man, travelling around Latin America, observing what was going on. The Popular Unity Force, led by Salvador Allende, had just been formed, and they were ready to fight the elections the year later, 1970. And so I was in Santiago on May Day, ready to try and hitchhike to the north to Antofagasta. And I came across this massive march assembling. So I joined in. we marched, and all the songs were in Spanish, and there was this fantastic sense of hope and determination. It was a wonderful experience. At the time, I didn't realise the significance of it, but much later I did.
Have you ever been on a march that you really felt in retrospect was worthwhile?
I just want to point out, actually, all the while that Jeremy's talking, he's still got all his crackers, isn't he? He's still all there in the head. His brain is still working properly. Not like you see with many other leaders around the world. He's a thinking man.
When I in the 60s, during my gap year, I was in America, and I went on an anti-Vietnam War march.
Yeah.
And there were millions of us. And I felt, I was a teenager, I felt maybe we are making a difference, because people can see there are millions of us here.
I've been on a lot of marches, and you sometimes think, I've come here, it's got cold, got wet, done lots of marching. I go on Palestine marches, all of them, and sometimes I think, well, what have we done? We marched around London, and then I get home and I start looking at messages and calls and so on. Then people in Gaza and the West Bank say, thank you. And so they say, the fact you're doing something gives us some degree of hope. And so I think public political expression is very important. And when you've been on, obviously, some marches, that wonderful sense of solidarity you get, particularly if there's song and music involved. Now, I don't know what it is about this country. There's many things good, but there's some things that are bad. One of them is we don't sing enough. There's nothing more powerful than a group of people marching down the road together singing. It's very powerful. We should do more of it.
Do you sometimes worry that they might be upsetting, offending other people? Obviously, some of the Palestine marches have distressed, upset people.
Yeah, I think you have to have respect for other people, and you have to make sure you don't go out to be offensive to people on the basis of their religion or their faith or their ethnicity or whatever. But I do think you have to be prepared to go out and assert yourself. There's a difference there, and I would absolutely condemn people shouting offensive slogans on a march. I mean, it's a different issue, but I remember 1980-81 period when the Labour Party organised quite a lot of marches for jobs around the country, period of high unemployment. And I remember a march in Liverpool, a group of people started shouting actually basically a lot of horrible sexist stuff against Margaret Thatcher. And a number of us intervened and said, no, we shouldn't be doing that. Why not? And it became quite a big heated argument. Why can't we say what we like about Thatcher? And we said, well, look, I disagree profoundly and totally with Margaret Thatcher's economic vision, but it's not because she's a woman.
This is the 1st of May 2026. Let's go back to May 1949. You're born on the 26th of May.
So May Day's already passed.
May Day has passed.
I've missed the march.
But maybe we should have a special Jeremy Corbyn march. Who knows? That would be nice. Do you remember, Jeremy Corbyn? That must be one of the great moments of your life, wasn't it?
Oh, embarrassing.
What did it actually feel like at the time? The moment of people saying, this was a lovely, it was Glastonbury, wasn't it, 10 years ago?
Well, it happened at other places, but it started at Prenton Park on the Wirral, because it was in the election campaign 2017. I had a very complicated day. We'd done a rally in Birmingham in the morning, and then we were supposed to go to the Wirral to do a rally on the Wirral, and either the trains were off and the M6 was closed. Great. And we've got to get from Birmingham to the Wirral. So we went in a police car, 6 of us, all crammed up like this. You couldn't move for hours, going around all sorts of different routes in order to get there. So we eventually arrived in the Wirral, and we had this rally on the beach. was amazing, an enormous event. And then afterwards, there was an invitation I had to go and speak to Wirral Live Music Festival. And there was a kind of debate in my team about this. And I sort of said to them, I said, "Are you sure you got this right? Because I'm not sure a politician in an election campaign turning up at a music festival is going to get a good reception. People go to that place for music, not for anything else." And they said, "No, it's going to be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be okay." I said,
He was.
I said, "Look, just go on and introduce Reverend the Makers to sing after you." So I go out on the stage and start my speech about working class music, about the history of music of Merseyside and Wirral, and how it's an expression of community and solidarity and hope and so on. It's going okay, and I'm looking at the audience, and it's definitely not hostile, definitely not. It's okay. And then there's a lot of noise starts coming back from the audience. I thought, oh God, there's a chant. Because on the stage, you'll know this, you can't always hear what the audience is saying. You know there's noise, but you can't always identify exactly what's been said. And so I thought, oh. So I kind of try to carry on against this wall of sound. And then I start looking more closely, and I realise they're all smiling and shouting. So I stopped, and that's where it started. It's at Prenton Park.
But it's exciting. Does it echo in your head still?
Well, it was amazing.
Become an earworm?
It was amazing because it just came from that. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, well done. It's nice to have those.
Okay, we're going to split it there. So yeah, please check on to the next part of this interview on the next video on my channel. Thank you.